Hello, collective. This is your 1111 coach, Tiffany Satchel, aka Mystique. Okay, today is Friday, and we're going to talk about Venus Day. Okay, but before we talk about Venus Day, I just want to let you guys know that there are going to be timestamps. All right, so first I want to talk about, like I said, I'm going to talk about Venus Day, and then I'll do a tarot reading for Venus. All right, but here's the intro. I just want to quickly go over why I started this page. All right. Oh, excuse me, this channel. Okay. I started this 1111 coach channel because I wanted to share my EFT coaching practice. Okay. Which I kind of fell off with the right before COVID. I experienced some things, right before COVID that I'm not going to talk about right now. Maybe I'll talk about it on another video. But that's why I fell off. My channel fell off because of, personal reading. So I'm just now getting back into making videos and, sharing information. So the reason why I started this, the reason why I practice EFT is because I needed something to help me to deal with fear and negative energy patterns. So I basically grew up in the church, all right? And I had a very strict childhood, and of course I rebelled against it. But one thing that I never steered away from was spirituality. Right. So I grew up, I practiced Christianity. And then for the last 20 years, I say that I have been practicing spirituality. I actually started practicing EFT about a little over 10 years ago. Okay. I only started sharing it maybe 6 years ago. Actually coming out and telling people that I practice EFT. And I got into a group that was practicing a lot of different spiritual paths, and they taught me tarot. And tarot came to me kind of naturally, it really came to me I picked up on it really quick. Probably because of all the energy work that I was practicing and learning about. So I decided to incorporate tarot into my EFT coaching practice. Okay, so for the last 4 years, I've really been getting myself educating myself on tarot and how I could use it as a healing mechanism. Okay, so I don't use tarot really to tell the future. I use the tarot to help me to be aware of nuisances that might show up so that I can get ahead of it. Okay, so that I can see the solution before the problem even occurs. Okay, if you can understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so that's why I use tarot and EFT. Okay, not because I want to tell the future or anything like that. I hardly ever use tarot for love readings. All right, if it shows up and I see it, then okay. But I that's never my intention. When I throw my cards, it's never an intention, for love or anything like that. I use it to educate myself and to receive downloads from the angels that I work with, my ancestors, my spiritual guides. All right. And like I said, I have an alter ego. If I know I mentioned before on my other videos, I do have an alter ego. Her name is Mystique, and she helps me with my shadow work. Okay. So I use EFT for my shadow work, but some things, I still I have to, shadow work is a little difficult sometimes, especially when you're self-taught, right? And you're working on it on your own. All right. And there's so many reasons about why I self-taught. I have so many reasons, and I'll talk about that on another video. But I do have another channel if you want to learn about manifesting techniques. I'm keeping that separate from my from this channel. I have a couple of videos up there, and like I said, on that channel I'll be teaching, or well, sharing my manifestation techniques, the manifestation techniques that I've learned. So that's the intro. Okay. If anyone has any questions, I'm hoping that I'll be able to develop a schedule where I can offer EFT coaching within the next couple of weeks. I do have a 9-to-5 job. I do like my job. So if I'm going to offer coaching, it would have to be around my my regular 9-to-5. All right. So that's that. All right. So now let's talk about Venus Day. Okay. So today's Friday. Today's Venus Day. Okay. And what's interesting about today, and which I kind of got me excited, is there are 3 planets in Capricorn, in the sign of Capricorn. Okay. So now, as we mentioned before, Capricorn is also about career, establishing a foundation, establishing authority, establishing your status in life, right? It's also about business and recognition. All right. So if you wanted to do healing work on your body, on a specific part of your body, then you can use the aspect of Capricorn to heal your knees and your bones. Okay? If you wanted to do healing work. And there's different type of ways that you could do that. So Capricorn on the tree of life would be right here. All right? Right in between Mercury and the sun. All right? So now, this is the tree of life, right? And this would be the top, and this would be the bottom. Okay? So this would be our root chakra. This would be our sacral chakra. Okay? This right here would be the solar plexus, and this is the heart chakra. Okay? So now today, there are 3 planets in Capricorn. This is the alchemical symbol for Capricorn. Okay? So today, there are 3 planets in the sign of Capricorn. Okay? And those 3 planets make up the solar plexus and the heart chakra, right? So that's like the midsection of our body temple. Okay? That's the vortexes that Capricorn is in right now. All right? Capricorn energy is all up in here right now. Okay? So, on another video, I'll talk more about the chakras. But I just want to make us aware of how it would look on a tree of life. Because yesterday I received a comment with someone asking me about the sharing more on the tree of life. Now, I've only been studying the tree of life, I say, for the past 2 years. So I'm learning more though, and it's coming to me natural because I do know tarot, and we use the tree of life. You can use the tree of life for path working with tarot. Okay. All right. So the sun, it would be like our center, right? Just like the sun is the center of the universe, our heart is the center of our bodies, just like the sun is the center of the universe. Okay? So we can use the planet or the energy of the sun for our self-image, for personal power, for success, for fame. Also for healing inflammation, but you have to make sure that you know that you're careful when you're doing that, because the sun is very, very powerful and it can do a lot of damage. Okay. You can also use it for creativity, inspiration, and protection. And yesterday I talked about using Jupiter, right, as a shield, using the planet Mars as the sword or to attack, right, if you wanted to do protection work. And you can use Saturn to restrict something, right, if you wanted to restrict. And then the sun can also protect you. And the way the sun would protect you is the sun would it's like bringing light to evil, right? So evil and darkness does not really like the light. It doesn't like the light, actually. Evil does not like the light. So you would just cast a light on the darkness that the evil is within, right? And that would help you for protection. Okay, you could pretty much use all of the planets for protection. They just do it in a different. Each planet protection would assist you in different ways, though. Okay, so it's good to know, like, if you're gonna work with planetary energies, it's good to know how they're used. All right, because then you would get a better output from them. Okay, so the other planet that's in Capricorn is Mercury. Okay, so Mercury is all about communication and commerce and travel. Okay, Mercury would be connected to Hermes. All right, so you can pretty much use Mercury for anything. You could pretty much use Mercury for anything. Okay, if you don't know planetary magic, or if you don't know how to work with planetary energies, then work with Mercury, because Mercury pretty much knows everything. Okay, and Mercury is like the plug for all of the other planets. Okay, and I'll talk about that on another video, of course. All right, I'll go deeper into that. But Mercury is also about speed, commercial business, and it's the planet of trickery. All right, which is why you hear so many people talk about Mercury retrograde. Okay, this energy will also be connected to technology and electronics. Okay, and because it's connected to communication, and we need communication. Communication is like the root of everything that we do, and that is whether we're doing it no matter what, right? Like, I mean, like, communication is everything. Communication is how we connect to the divine one, to our divine source, through communication. All right, so Mercury is extremely important in when you're working, when you're doing any type of energy work, then having a good concept of how Mercury works will definitely help you. Okay, so like I said, if you want to do any type of healing or any type of energy work, then Mercury, you're not going to go wrong. Okay, so now Venus, which is the ruler of Friday. Okay, this planetary energy is the ruler of Friday. It's all about love and beauty and value and art, romance, relationships, and nature. Okay, Venus is card in a tarot would be the Empress card. Okay, Venus also rules. Venus rules Libra and Taurus. Okay. So I think that's pretty cool that I think Venus is the only planet. No, Venus and Mercury. Okay, Venus and Mercury are the only two planets that rule more than one sign in the zodiac. Okay. All the other signs, oh no, Mars too. Okay. Well, Venus rules Taurus and Libra in the zodiac. All right. So if you wanted to access a specific zodiac, then you can go to its ruling planet. So today, if we wanted to work with the energies of Taurus and Libra, today would be the best day to do it. Not that we can't do it on other days. We can. But today, Venus rules Taurus and Libra. All right. And today is Venus Day. So we can access Taurus and Libra a little bit more easily. All right. We can access those aspects of the zodiac or of our consciousness, right? Because we have all of the zodiacs. So all of the planetary, we're connected to all of the planetary energies. We're connected to all of the zodiacs, all right? We're connected to all of them. This is the tree of life. This is everyone's blueprint. It's just that everyone's blueprint isn't laid out the same exact way, but there is a master plan, right? There's a master plan for each of us, right? That would, because some of us have achieved certain things over our lifetimes, right? And some of us, we don't have the same struggles as others do, right? We each have different struggles. So some of us might be easier to get through a path than it is for someone else. Someone else might have to do more work, right? So I just wanted to just make us aware of that. And the angel for Venus is Archangel Anael. Okay. So Anael is the quality of divine love. Okay. Anael aids in all manners surrounding affection. Okay. Agreements, beauty, charms, contracts, creativity, all right, enjoyment, friends. If you wanted to lift your spirit, also luxury, marriage, partnerships, the same things, all the aspects that Taurus and Libra, then Anael is the one that you will go through. All right. Anael is the angel that can help you and assist you. Okay. So now if you wanted protection, Anael can help you to overcome your rivals and opponents, especially in litigations. Meaning like if you had to go to court, you can use Archangel Anael. Okay. Especially like if you say you were going to court and you needed help, because of a marriage or something like that, or it would be more like intimate or close relationships in a litigation. Okay. That's what if I was going to use Anael, then I would use Anael for that. Anael can also help you to improve your financial position. Okay, if you wanted to. And she can also help you in the area of business, if you wanted to mix business with pleasure, then Anael can help you with that. And who would mix business with pleasure? Well, if you had a restaurant, right? If you had a restaurant or some type of business where it was like entertainment, then you would want Anael there, right? You would want Anael's assistance. All right. So that's just some of the things that Anael does, that Anael can help us with. Okay. So where are we at now? 2035. All right. So let me write that down real fast, and then we will start the reading. Where's my pen? There's my pen. Uh-oh. All right. Well, okay. I'll just remember. Okay. So I already shuffled the cards. I already blessed the cards. All right. And I already asked Anael and my ancestors and the Ascended Masters to come in and assist us. Okay. But I'll shuffle a couple more times to... Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to do a spread for that helps us to tap into the Empress card. Okay? Let me leave that out. Let me actually leave these out. So we have the Sun, we have Mercury, we have Venus, and we have, okay. So I'll cast the cards around this. I don't know if you can really see it. I've turned off the light. Now I guess I got to use the ring. Use my my ring, because I figured out how to turn off the light on my camera on my phone, and now it looks like it's too dark. So next time I'll hook up the ring, and then we'll see, guys. I'm trying to learn how to use this equipment. Okay, so we're going to use the Empress card today. All right, and we're going to find out what we love collectively. All right, what we love collectively. How we nurture others collectively. Okay, give us a little bit of insight on what emotion is flowing for us collectively. All right, a little bit of insight on who we are collectively, and what powers that we exert collectively, and of course stability. Okay, because it is Capricorn season. All right, so I want to see, you know, what stability do we maintain? All right, collectively, what are we creating? And what are we impregnated with as well? Meaning, what's fertile in us right now? So like what is coming into fruition, basically. All right, that's what this reading is going to be about. Okay, and it might seem like nothing to you, but I'm sure that we want to know what's coming into fruition. You know what I'm saying? As a collective, just to get maybe a little insight, on what you value in life. Okay, here we go. So let's see. This is our mini message. Okay. Ooh, we have the Magician. Mercury showed up. Okay, so it looks like, all right, so we have the Six of Swords here. All right, which would be, this is the Sun in Aquarius. This is Aquarius energy, right? Because 8, 9. Yeah, this is Aquarius energy. So this is the Sun in Aquarius energy. All right, I believe so. Yeah, because I see the sun symbol. See how we see the sun symbol over this guy's head? Okay. The Six of Swords, this is moving to calmer waters. Okay. Ooh, I like that. So the sun actually showed up. Mercury showed up. All right. We have Mercury. All right. For the Magician. I like this. Okay. So what do I see here? Okay. So what I'm seeing right now is that, see how this girl, okay, let me see if I could just bring this up a little bit so that we can, instead of me moving a card, so we can look at them all at the same time. Let's use the tools. Okay. All right. So as you can see, we see a girl in a boat. All right. And she's being guided in a boat. And she's holding a gift in her hand. So when I look at this, I say the ancestors are supporting us and using our gifts and understanding our gifts with clarity. All right? Because the Magician is a card of action. The Magician is basically saying, it's time, you know, it's time for me to create something, you know? I think that we're going to learn how to use our gifts in spirit and in truth. We're going to learn how to use our talents collectively. And Anael says that because we're showing value, because we're valuing our gifts and our talents, that we're going to get the truth about our gifts and our talents. And we're going to be able to do it. We're going to be able to utilize them in a manner that is truthful and helpful. See that fire? That's the spirit. Only the infinite Holy Spirit can give you truth. The uncut raw truth. I like that. All right, so that's our mini message for today. That was at 28. All right, so I know. All right. So now we're going to cut the cards and see. You know, I do a couple of cuts here. Okay. So the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. Okay. This is, all right. So the Six of Cups is not only nostalgia and glass colored. Oh, I forgot to fix the camera. Okay. So the Six of Cups is not only about nostalgia and glass colored glasses, right? What is that? Rose colored glasses. That's what I hear them say, right? Nostalgia. It's like almost like, you know, like it's like you're not seeing the truth or the reality of things. All right. That's what the Six of Cups might say, right? Is that, you know, that you want to see things truthfully. Okay. Which is also what that Ace of Swords was saying, right? That we're going to see things truthfully. All right. So the Six of Cups asks you to do that as well. However, the Six of Cups, this is Scorpio energy. Okay. So this is sexual energy. All right. This is also ancestral energy. Okay. This is someone looking back on the past and having And like, as we can see, right, you see in this picture, right, we see this old couple, right? And it looks like they're remembering or they're reflecting back on the past of when they first met, right? When they were younger and how things began with them. So I think that that's something that we might expect to experience today, or I'll say like within a couple of days. All right. The Six of Cups, I forgot what the timeline is, but I'll this should be probably maybe a 6. It could be 6. Each card also tells you how much time that you have before you see a manifestation. And that's interesting information to know. The Six of Cups. Oh, the Six of Cups says that this will happen when you accept it. Okay, so this will manifest. So these things that you could be, these happy moments that you might want to relive, right? And it's not actually the moment that we might want to live, it's the emotion. It was the feeling that we had, right? So we can recreate these feelings over and over and over, right? So this says that when you accept it, that's when it'll come. So how happy do you want to be? Accept how happy that you want to be. Accept how wealthy that you want to be. Accept how stable that you want to be. Accept it now, right? Assume the position of it, and then it'll happen. Okay? All right, so now that's the bottom of the deck, and now I'm going to cut right here. Okay, here we are, 8 of Cups, okay? This is about walking away from things that no longer serve us, right? And what are we walking away to, right? Well, we're walking away from things that didn't serve us towards the 9 of Cups, towards our wish fulfillment, towards our desires, okay? 9 of Cups is about us having things in order so that we feel content with our life, right? Getting all the, getting all those things, getting everything together, getting things lined up so that we feel content. Okay. And here we are. And why do we want to do that? Because we want our ships to come in. We want those things that we've been working hard for to manifest. We want to see the harvest of those things, right? We've been working hard all year. We want to see these things manifest in our life. That's why we want to walk away from the things that no longer serve us. Okay? All right. So I'm going to cut the cards like that. And now we're going to do... Oh, we're getting the hard ones today. Oh, boy. Okay, let's move this over. I want to make sure that... Oh, let me see. Make sure I get this into view. Okay, so that we can see the whole thing. Okay. Might be able to pull it up a little bit more. All right, there we go. Okay. Okay. Let me just take a look here. What I see is interesting is that the first card out is a Libra card. Okay. And that is ruled by Venus. That's a pretty strong energy, though. A pretty harsh energy to come out as the first card. And then we have another strong energy here. Another low energy. Nine of Swords. This is Gemini energy. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. We have Capricorn energy right here. We have Aries energy. And then we have the Emperor card. Nice. We have Four of Cups. This is Cancer energy. We have Leo energy. I'm a Leo. We have the Sun card as well. I mean, what rules Leo is the Strength card is all right. What rules Leo is the Sun. All right, Leo rules the Sun. Excuse me, the Sun rules Leo. And she's actually pointing up to the Sun in this card. I'm just going to just call out exactly what I see. Okay, so earlier we had the Magician pop out. That's card number 1, right? So the Fool would be 0. The Magician would be 1. And then the High Priestess is 2. And this is Moon energy. This is Moon. This is the Sacral. This is about hidden things, secrets, intuition, the subconscious mind. We saw the Three of Cups at the bottom. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have Three of Cups. The Three of Wands, right? On the Three of Wands. On this card, if you look closely, you can see that bird right there. See that bird? Is carrying something green. I don't know if you can see it. All right. And it actually looks like this baby swallowed in this High Priestess card. Okay. We also see the waxing crescent moon right here. We see the Sun here on a Nine of Swords behind this man who looks like he is defeated. Okay. We have a Three of Swords. I need to get clarity on this card. Let me get clarity on this card. Three of Swords. This is Libra energy. Fury of Storms. Okay. This is about sorrow, grief, broken heart from betrayal. This is about rejection and loss. And look at that. We got Capricorn energy. We got Libra energy coming out. Okay, here we go. Nine of Wands. And we have the Three of Wands. Okay. What I see here is that we're waiting for our ships to come in. Because we invested in love. And Nine of Wands is like, okay, I've done all this work. And now I'm sitting and I'm waiting and I'm guarding it. I'm guarding all the work that I've done. I'm protecting all the work that I've done. Because I'm waiting for my ships to come in. So what do we love? When I see the Three of Swords in this position, I think that we love learning about what it is that we want, right? When we're experiencing Three of Swords, we're actually, right, this betrayal, this trauma, right? We're actually learning exactly what we don't want in life. We're learning about the things like, like when they say, you're trying to teach a baby, don't touch the stove, don't touch the stove. Why? Because the stove is hot. Sometimes the baby still touches the stove. Sometimes we can't prevent the baby from touching the stove. But once the baby learns, like, oh, baby gonna be like, mommy, hot. And, mother's gonna be like, yeah, I told you the stove was hot. That's why I didn't want you to touch it. So I think that we love learning about what it is that we truly love, right? So it's like, I remember a phrase that I used to say is, I might not know exactly what I want, but I know exactly what I don't want. Why do I know exactly what I don't want? Because I experience things. So my experiences in love, right? They might not have been that great, but they help me to decipher exactly what it is that I don't want. So that then when I see those things, when I see those red flags, I could say, nope, that stove is hot. That's a hot stove. I don't want to go that way. So I think that that's what Anael is saying, that although we might have experienced some trauma, we might have experienced a lot of betrayal and painful experiences in the area of love, or just in life, in our relationships and our business deals, in life period, we love learning about what keeps us, all right, we love learning about what's for us, what keeps us passionate. Okay, as you can see, fire is behind this emperor. Okay, this fire keeps him, it's like it keeps him aware, it keeps him alive, it animates him. All right, and there's fire beneath his heart, and that's the sun signal. All right, so although we've been through some things, remember I told you before, the sun actually heals and it protects, right? So it reveals to us evil. All right, so evil will be anything that goes against your core frequency of abundance. That would be evil for you. Your core frequency of abundance and wealth and health. Anything that goes against that. What's evil for you might not be evil for someone else. Some people might like it. Now, for one person, it might be evil to live in filth. But I've met drug addicts that said that they love being in the trenches. Like they love being in them crack houses. I've met people that actually said that, like, no, they enjoy that. That's their bliss. That's their heaven on earth. That wouldn't be my heaven on earth. I don't like to be in dirty places. I don't like to be in stinky places. Some people, that's their bliss. That's that, that's what, that makes them feel good. Hey, to each his own. Okay. So the Nine of Swords is saying to us, the Knight of Swords speaks to how we nurture others. Okay? And we nurture others through our compassion and our empathy, right? Because sometimes we can relate to them through trauma. right? So through trauma, sometimes trauma brings us together, right? You might see people or see a family that don't speak to each other for years, but let a death in the family happen, or an accident, or someone gets sick, everyone comes together. Okay? I don't know if that's good or not, but I know that it's something that is relevant, right? It's something that happens. It's something that happens naturally. This might be something that we might want to heal. You know, we shouldn't. I'm not gonna say we shouldn't. There are other ways that we can nurture each other. This is something that we can heal. You know. Yeah, this is something that we need to heal. Or we can heal if we choose to. Okay? So collectively, the way that we nurture each other is through trauma bonding, which is not, I'm not going to say that it's bad, you know, because if it's bringing us together, it's just that there are other ways that we could do that. Me personally, if this is something that I do, which, to be honest with you, I don't even go to funerals. So I don't know if this is, you know, so this must be a collective thing, because I don't go to funerals. Like, I'm not a funeral person. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I don't even go to funerals. I went to my grandma's funeral. I went to, it's really, some funerals I've missed in my life that and I look back and I go, dang, but I'm not, my spirit don't lead me to go to funerals. My spirit leads me to observe in my own way how, if someone passed away, right? I would do it in my own way. I've never felt, or never, let me not say never. I haven't always felt the need to go to a funeral. And some people have been upset with me because I didn't show up at funerals, certain funerals. And I go when I'm led to do that. And I can tell you how many funerals, there's been a few deaths. There weren't many funerals that I showed up at. And that might seem cold to some people, but where I was at in my life, I wasn't in a position mentally where I could show up at funerals. All right? And I can't really explain that right now because each instance was different. I've shown up at different friends of the family and family members' funerals and didn't go inside, didn't go to the funeral, just sat outside and observed in my own way. And it wasn't because of the people that was there. It was something energetically that didn't allow me to go in. And maybe it's because of trauma bonding. Maybe my spirit doesn't want to bond with people on that level. I don't know, now that I'm thinking about it. Just being open with you guys, right now, and, just being honest with how I feel and the things that's coming up for me. And I'm hoping that I can help someone understand what's going on with them. So what I see is that how we nurture others, how we connect to others, how we help others, is through our empathy and through sympathy. All right. And this could also be trauma bonding. Okay. This person looks defeated. And they do say misery loves company. I know that when I'm miserable, that's one of the reasons why sometimes it was hard for me to go to a funeral. Okay. A lot of the times when I went to funerals, I was probably speaking because someone said, oh, Tiffany, can you read the eulogy? Or I had to help and assist, because they needed help. But most of the time, to be honest with you, I didn't go. And probably because when I'm miserable, I don't want anybody around me. I hear people say misery love company all the time. Not Tiffany. Not Tiffany. If I'm miserable And I'm going to be honest, if I'm miserable and I'm walking around like I hate everybody, I don't want anybody in my face. I don't want anybody around me. So I never understood I see people do it. Misery loves company. But I've just never been that type of person. When I'm miserable, I totally isolate myself. But everyone's different. Okay? So for us today, what emotion is flowing for us? We're at the Four of Wands. That's nice. That means that we're in a joyful mood. We're in a mood where we want to connect to others. All right? We're in a mood where where we feel balanced, and we feel, I feel right now, I feel joy filled. When I look at this card, it's like, I feel, we feel like we're in love today, right? And that is at our core frequency. This is what flows through us. The divine love is what is surging through us, keeping us alive. It's divine love. All right? So this is what's flowing through us. This is the Four of Wands. This is Aries energy. Okay? And now we have the Emperor, which is also Aries energy. Okay? And this is who we are. All right? We're warriors. All right? This collective, if you're watching this video, just know you are a warrior. You've been through so much shit. You've been through a lot of shit. The Emperor to get to Emperor status, you had to go through battles. You had to go through wars. And some battles you lost. But the war of life, you're going to win. We're winners. I know my collective is winners. We showed up as emperors, all right? Which is the counterpart to Venus, which is the Empress card. Do you know the things that you had to go through to become an empress? Do you know the shame and the betrayal? See that three of swords? The pain, the shame, the betrayal. Oh my God. When I think about some of the things that I've been through, when I think about the things that people have done to me, and some of them still try to be my friend. And not to say that I didn't do things to people. I know I've hurt people too. They say hurting people hurt people. But now I feel that now that I'm 40 something years old, I do my best to be more conscious of my energy and how I treat people to the best of my ability, right? Because I'm still learning too, But the things that I've been through, the Emperor is a soldier that has been through a lot of pain, a lot of struggle, a lot of sacrificing. Collectively, we showed up as the Emperor. Okay? And we still managed to keep our joy, our happiness, our peace, and love. We still managed to desire to be in harmony with others, to be at peace with others. Wow. To the best of our ability, because some people I just don't even want in my energy field. Some people I'm just like, look, some people have caused me so much pain and so much trauma that they, that I can't even, I can't give them no chance to ever do the things that they've ever done to me again. Because I already know that, some people are just destructive. That's just what they do, Some people are just destructive. Okay? So the power that we exert through this Four of Cups, all right? So I know that the Four of Cups is discontent, right? but it's also receiving divine assistance. Okay, so what we exert is emotional harmony. All right, Cancer is a nurturing energy. Okay, Cancer is a nurturing energy. This is about creating emotional balance. All right, on this card, as you can see, you see this person is sitting, right, and he's focused inwardly. That was Siri on my tablet. Okay. He's focused inwardly, right? And he has 4 cups. Just like we have 4 we have 4 wands right here. Okay? And 2 4s, as I mentioned before, yesterday's reading, we had 2 4s. 2 4s talk about financial stability. So we have, collectively, we have financial stability. Okay? Or we're manifesting it. So if you don't see it in your life, just know that you are creating it, that you are on the peripheral of financial stability. If you are not, if you feel that you're not experiencing it, it's coming. Okay, it's definitely coming. All right. So this is about, the Strength card is showing us the stability that we maintain. And this is inner strength. All right. So not only do we possess inner harmony, emotional balance and inner harmony. Okay. This is also a spiritual card as well. So this is reinforcing the fact that, and this is a 4, this is an 8. So this is double time. Okay. Inner strength. This is the Holy Spirit. Okay. On the Rider-Waite card, the maiden has the figure 8 over her head, or the lambskin. If I said it wrong, guys, I apologize. Some words I can't pronounce very well. Lambskin, I think that's how you say it. That's why I'm just going to say figure 8. Okay. I'm just going to say figure 8. Okay. Let's see. Let me bring that up there. And as you can see, right, she has a wand in her hand and she's pointing up. She keeps her. There's a Bible verse that says, I look to the hills from whence cometh my Lord. Okay. And I know that some people, right, they're not into the Bible, right, and they go, oh, it's man-made, it's man-made. But the Psalms is something that the Psalms have nothing to do really with the Bible. They were just added to the Bible. Okay. And yes, they did lie about some things, right? But the origin of the Psalms has nothing to do with the Bible. The Psalms were just letters written by prisoners, okay, that the prophets used to help them. Okay, if you look up the origin of Psalms, then you'll see that really, like, hey, King James didn't even write the Bible, guys. Some people don't know that. I've had conversations with people, and they're like, oh, King James wrote the Bible, and he he was homosexual, and he was this and he was that. And I'm like, King James did not write the Bible. He did not write the Bible. He was reigning during the time that the Catholic Church published it. So they just said the King James Version. There are many versions, many versions. The Psalms are just letters to God for help, petitions to God for assistance, for help, healing, and solutions and resolutions. And most of them were prisoners of war. Okay? Most of them were prisoners of war. Okay? And they would petition God. And those petitions, those 150 Psalms, which there were actually more than that. Okay? There's actually more than 150 Psalms. Okay? Those Psalms were just added to the Bible. And thank God they did add it to the Bible, because they became a part of Western history. And if you read your Bible, if you read your Psalms, you will be unfuckwittable. If you start to read the Psalms. All right. So what the Psalms does is it helps you with your thought processes. Okay. That's what the Psalms do. It helps you with your with negative thought patterns. All right. So what you can see, this is the strength card is the Holy Spirit. Okay. Is us accessing the Holy Spirit. Okay. So what she's doing is she's looking up to the sun. She's looking up to her center. She's looking up to the center of her world. As we can see, look. She could have been placed anywhere else on here, and she probably would have fit no matter where, right? She's here, where she's looking up to the center of her world. The center of our world is our heart center. That's the center of our system. If your heart goes, your heart stop beating, you're dead. Like, right? You're dead. You need it. I know people get heart transplants, but if your heart stop beating, you're dead. Like, right? You need your heart. Your heart is circulating everything in your body. Your heart keeps everything moving. So you need your heart. And that's what she's looking up to. She's saying to make sure that we stay sensitive to our heart's calling, to the desires of our heart, to our heart's direction, to the language or the communication of our heart, right? She's looking up to the communication of our heart. Commune with our heart. There's also a scripture in the Bible that says commune with our heart. Here's Mercury and here's the sun. Commune with your heart. In the Bible it says there's a verse that says I will commune. I'll lay upon my bed and commune with my heart. When we go to sleep at night, we commune with our heart before we should be communicating with our heart before we go to sleep, to make sure that everything is resolved, to make sure that we're clear, right? So if we could hear the language of our heart and we wake up in the morning, we'll have clarity for the day. Our heart can lead us in the right direction. We won't be a follower. It's okay to be a follower on the invisible plane, right? On the invisible plane, we need that invisible plane to lead and guide us. We need the Holy Spirit to lead and guide us. But we want to exercise our authority and will in the physical plane so that we won't be led astray. Because your heart is not going to lead you in the wrong direction. The only way that your heart will lead you in the wrong direction is if it's not healed. So you want to commune with your heart. You always want to be in a position where you're constantly healing your heart, listening to your heart. That's the only way that because your heart can be full of darkness. You want your heart filled with light. Okay? So now what is being born here? Do I need to clarify that? There's a baby that's coming. Okay? This is our desires. All right. What's being born here? It's something in our intuition. Whatever that we set intentions for, what did we set intentions for? What did you set your intentions for? Right now we're in the first quarter of the moon, right? And we're being called to commit to whatever it is that we were requesting. Okay? So what goals did you set? What hopes and desires did you place your attention upon? That's what's manifesting. Okay? And it's coming from your subconscious mind. All right? You're going to give birth to something. All right? And you should see it manifest within the next 6 months. Or you should see evidence of it. And one of those things is spiritual maturity. All right? We have the King of Cups here. Spiritual maturity. Okay? Spiritual stability. Emotional stability and spiritual maturity. Okay? That's what's coming. All right? That's what collectively, that's what we're manifesting. Okay? Yeah. That's one of the, that's too many cards. Okay. The King of Cups is the most spiritual, king in the deck. Okay. All right. Oh, my legs, guys. I got my legs crossed for a long time. Woo. Okay. Let me pull my legs out. Okay. So I'm as I look down, as I look across, I see 3. Just be careful, guys, of gossip, right? We don't want to get caught up in gossip or get distracted by gossip today or ever, I actually went through my YouTube subscriptions and took all of the gossip subscriptions down. Those videos are still flowing through my timeline. But I said that they're a distraction to me, and they get me caught up in news that's not beneficial for what from what I'm desiring to create. And I actually see 2 3s out here, and that's gossip and, negative news. I don't watch the news, but I did, watch some of those platforms where, they talked about celebrity gossip and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that I'm not beginning my year off paying attention to that stuff, right? I got a mission, and my mission is to heal myself. Yeah, right? So we see someone's going to be nosy. All right? A nosy person could be trying to stir up some trouble. Okay? Bringing up the past. Okay? Trying to keep us stuck. All right? This could happen at work. And why? Because they're jealous, because they can see that we set ourselves free. All right? So they're jealous. All right? And they want to try to bring up past things. This could be at work. All right? I'm only saying that because I see the Devil card. All right? But someone could try to come around and try to bring up the past. Because energetically, we're changing, we're healing, we're leveling up. Okay? We're in our purpose. Collectively. Or we're moving into it. Our ships are definitely coming in. All right? We're manifesting. Collectively. Okay? I like that. I like that. Those are the 3 cards that fell out. And this is about what we're creating. Okay? So we're going to be careful with negative news and celebrity gossip and, you know, all that stuff that's going on in the world, because it's not really important, especially the beginning of the year, right? So we're not going to start off our year. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start off our year, all right, hitting the ground running, focused on being stable, focused on maintaining stability, focused on being in our authority and exercising our right to our will, okay? Our will. And aligning with the Holy Spirit. And it's okay sometimes to, you know, to look at that celebrity news and gossip and stuff like that, you know, because sometimes that stuff, you know, it's interesting, right? I know it make me laugh, you know, it's entertaining, all right? But we're going to figure out ways where we can entertain ourselves, you know, we want to entertain ourselves in other ways, right? Okay. So, oh, excuse me. Right? So what's fertile in our grounds right now is the Two of Pentacles. And this is beautiful. This is taking the bad with the good with the bad. Okay? This is balancing our light and dark energy. This is Capricorn energy. This is the first decade of Capricorn energy. Okay? And then we go into the Three of Pentacles. All right? Where mastery. Okay? Where we enter mastery of something. Okay? So right now we're learning about what our gifts and our talents are. What are they? You know, Capricorn says, I use. What do I have that I could use? What value do I have that I can use? And use for what? To live my best life every day. To create the best life for me. What can I use to create status? What can I use to build a business? What can I use to improve my health? So we're looking at what is it inside of us, around us, that we're connected to, that we can use to improve our life, to maintain stability in our life. Okay, we have support, as we can see. We have support that is coming in with resources. Our ships are coming in. Ships are going out and ships are coming in, right? So we're sending out rockets, we're sending out ships, you know, to go and retrieve the things that we need, and ships are coming in with those things that we need. Okay? Yes, I like that. This is a great reading. Okay? So today, what we learned is that the Empress, right, is the intelligence that expresses itself through the creative aspect, through our creative aspect. If we want it to be creative, then we can look to our Empress energy, our Venus energy. We can look to Archangel Anael for that support. Our feminine power, which is our subconscious mind, that dark energy. See, she's dark. She's learning, okay? She has her back to the world. She's still aware of the times, but like I said, she has a curtain up, all right? See the two pillars? We have black pillar, we have the white pillar, all right? We have dark energy and we have white energy, light energy, okay? Masculine and feminine. All right? This was a great reading, guys. I hope that it was beneficial to you. If you like this reading, then please give it a thumbs up. Share it if you like. Comment below. any, you know, you can comment below. Please be nice in your comments, but you know, comment below if you want to give any feedback, and also if there's anything that that I spoke about that you would like for me to talk more about, then let me know as well. Okay. I hope that you guys enjoy your New Year's. I will be posting 2 videos tomorrow, one on forecast, well, at least 3. I'm going to try to do 3. One on a forecast, collective forecast for our finances for this upcoming new year, one for our health, and then I'll do a general reading for the new year as well. Okay, I love you guys with that agape kind of love, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.